Yo, boys. What's going on?
What's Canada like? Yeah. Is it hot around those parts, partner? They speak like that over there.
I've only met like one actual Canadian with a Canadian accent.
What does that mean? Okay.
Like a fucking Eskimo.
Yeah, I'm in fucking Vancouver, and the Canadians there are not really Canadians, you know.
They're more like Indians.
Yeah, there's a lot of Indians.
Okay.
A lot of Asians kind of gentrifying the neighborhood from the Indians, and the Indians got to move to Surrey.
Yeah.
That's
pretty cool.
Did they do they still do the greeting? Like if you meet an Eskimo in person, do they try and rub their nose against your nose? That's like how they say hi or something.
I haven't seen that one yet.
No, okay.
I haven't heard of that one. Is that really a thing?
I mean, I don't know if this was like a not a fucking legend, but just somehow I heard that as a kid.
Oh, okay. I just always assumed
like an Eskimo kiss. That's what they call it.
Eskimo kiss. Oh, okay. I always assumed they just like rub their nipples against each other like us, normal Americans.
No, they're weird.
Yeah, they are very strange. A.
A.
A lot of trees over there, right, in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside the city, yeah.
It's actually like covered in like just trees. That's what I remember it being like.
Yeah, outside of the city, it's very much like being in a national park in Northern California.
Yeah.
I'd say the wildlife is like.
Honestly, when I went there, I mean, they even had a lot of trees in the city.
For a city, I guess. I mean, like most, like metro cities, like they remove that foliage. It's sort of like how like in the Lord of the Rings, right, the Two Towers.
Yeah.
Remember how like Saruman was like just cutting down all the trees and shit for like building like he was amassing his army to to rule over Middle Earth as one would say. Yeah, it's kind of like that where it's like nice urban population. Get rid of those trees, Make room for the orcs.
Yeah, make room for the orcs, of course.
Speaking of Two Towers, I just realized today is September 11th, 2024. Nice, bright and sunny on a warm afternoon here in central North Carolina.
It is gorgeous, just like most September 11th in North Carolina. I don't know why. Why is that? Why do the birds just start singing and
Well, they've been freed from their urban jungle.
Their urban jungle.
The sun shines brighter on September 11th.
All those lost souls looking down.
Yeah. Well, it's a good day to remember just how much better the U.S. is than other countries. Because I went to Europe the last 2 weeks. I don't know if either of you knew this.
So tell us about the shithole that Europe is. I mean, not that we can't deduce that ourselves.
The things I can tell you about the UK and Italy, like when I was learning about these things, I thought it was like a joke because like they don't make sense. Like in the UK, we wanted to go pick up KFC to bring back to our hotel we had like a huge group of people.
Yeah, like 6 people, right?
It was
it's pretty big.
6. Okay,
that's a good amount.
I think you should take. You're about to walk with the headphones and just knock everything.
I was gonna see how far I could stretch it, but then I was like, it's a bad idea.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we look at the map. KFC is like 9 minutes away. We just hop on the motorway. They don't have freeways. We hop on the motorway. We pick it up. We come right the fuck back.
Mm-hmm.
In the States, like that makes perfect sense, right? You get on the exit. You get back on the entrance going the other way on the freeway, right?
Yeah.
Motherfucking motorways there, they only enter and like most of the exits don't actually let you get back onto the other side.
Oh, that's lovely.
And like when they were telling me this, they're like, okay, we're gonna have to drive 30 minutes past it, come back around, and then
why?
Because
30 minutes past it?
Yeah, because that's the next exit that lets you actually get back onto the motorway going the other way.
Jesus Christ.
To return.
It's a small-ass country. I did not have room for
This is like the single-lane highway from hell? Like, what the hell is this?
They have like 2 or 3 lanes on it, maybe 3 or 4 even. But the thing is, like, they don't fucking bother putting in overpasses so that you can turn around on the freeway. You have to go to the, like, occasionally there'll be an exit that actually lets you turn around on. And then the other fucking kicker of it is, so on the exit, they have, like, it's called, like, a rest stop, and they have, like, a bunch of stores combined. And one of them was, like, they had KFC, Burger King, and like a supermarket store.
Yeah.
If you come back around on the other side, there's KFC, Burger King, and a supermarket. They dead ass mirror the fucking stores on each exit on either side. Rather than just having an overpass, they're like, you know what? We're just gonna put 2 Burger King.
Wait. So you can't fucking get across. So you literally have to either, if you're going one way, you're stuck going to the.
They have the same shit on either side.
Yeah.
But you can't drive your car and then be like, oops, I went past my exit. I have to turn around. You can't. You have to go to the next one. You can.
You have to go. That's how angry he is about it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when they were telling me this, I was laughing so fucking hard that the guy driver was like, "Are you high?" I'm like,
"Oh, what?"
I'm not.
No,
I'm
not American.
High, I'm like, this is like, I'm like half. I'm not even sure you guys aren't even joking with me right now because you're telling me that there's an exit that if you exit going north, there's a KFC and a Burger King. If you exit going south, there's a KFC and a Burger King. But you can't actually fucking turn around on them.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty wild that he asked you.
That is whack. Yeah, I think that's really. It's probably like the weird, British dry humor. But
like we were driving, I was laughing for a good solid like 2 or 3 minutes to be fair, and no one else in the car was laughing because they're just like, oh yeah, this is just how it is.
This is
acceptable.
Normal.
This is how the world is. There's not an overpass, but we do have mirroring KFCs and Burger Kings and stuff, and also they did have when we passed by it, we saw there was like kind of an overpass for pedestrians, so pedestrians can walk back and forth between the
So they had like one of those.
Why would you have a pedestrian crossing if there's a KFC and a Burger King on either side?
Interesting.
Why do they have the same restaurants on the? Why don't they have different restaurants on either side?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Let's take a real quick dip break. So I'm gonna reclose it so you guys can hear me packing my snooze
We
pouch.
picked it up earlier. Don't worry.
We wish we had a sponsor. But we're not currently sponsored by Skull Snooze, but if they ever want to. Are you trying to have like a guess?
A guess? Oh, a guess of what it is.
It seems like you're...
No. I was just a
I'm good.
No, come on.
No, I'm
Just
good.
try it.
No,
Just try it.
maybe later.
I'm just gonna leave it open.
When we get sponsored, I'll try some. When we get sponsored, I'll try some.
Here comes the plane.
Oh no, that's the wrong turn. I've been hijacked by 19
Here
different
comes the plane.
brown men. I'm brown myself, so I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cheat code, actually.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let this effervesce in the air, though.
Yeah.
Do
you guys know anyone that was like personally affected by 9/11? You know anyone who? No.
I think my sister went home from school early.
Oh, nice. That's a power play right there.
I think my grandma actually called my mom and said, make sure your daughter comes home from school. There was a terrorist attack in New York.
Yeah.
So,
it's only logical.
Yeah.
They're going to go after the schools next.
Yeah.
To be fair, weren't they targeting like a few other buildings?
Yeah, the Pentagon. Not Bumfuck Elementary in Bumholt County, fucking Virginia.
The future president could have been there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck.
How many people ended up dying in 9/11?
Like 6 or 7.
It was like a couple.
Maybe
thousand,
8.
Like just
3,000.
under $2,000 or $2,000.
2 grand.
Okay.
That's how I always count my calls. 2 grand.
I count them in coins.
Chow Ming or whatever, he had like a 50 mil in the bank.
That's true. He had 50 bands, or he had five milli bands or something.
Damn.
That's how many he smoked.
So we all know the famous story that Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the 9/11 flights, right?
I kind of forgot that, but I remember it now.
And he narrowly avoided death. Do you think the world would have been better or worse if he was on that plane?
It's debatable. There were still a few good seasons of Family Guy after that.
Yeah, because all the good shit was like before that. I'd
American Dad
argue.
was pretty much after that, though, right?
Yeah.
And I think American Dad is
American Dad's a good show.
pretty well received. I never watched past like the first couple seasons.
I think it's
so
fine.
Yeah,
What I
yeah,
saw
no,
of it,
no,
I've liked.
Yeah.
I've seen, I've liked.
It's also like it didn't fall into the Family Guy trap where it's still like its rating is still like decent. It's not just like retarded like Family Guy is right now.
I honestly, I still enjoyed Family Guy up until about the double-digit seasons.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Going back looking at episodes and stuff, it's like, yeah, it's still not bad until you.
I remember it's funny too. I remember reading like for Seth MacFarlane, it was like apparently he was like hungover and shit, so he just like missed his flight and stuff, right? Apparently also Michael Jackson was supposed to be on one of those flights. Why don't you think he made it?
Are you going somewhere with that? I don't know.
I'm actually confused.
You're like laughing so hard, like it seems like there's like a setup to a joke here.
I was hoping.
No, it's because I'm so curious where we're going. I'm like,
I was hoping we'd segue into like a diddling kids thing, but
well, that's what I thought we were going with. Like he was molesting someone or something. But I was just trying. I was really. I could see the picture, but it was foggy. I didn't have glasses on. It was still funny.
I've heard that like Michael Jackson was like on the verge of having like a Kanye West moment, and that's why the allegations were coming out so hard, was to like suppress him in case he ever did speak out against his those people.
a Jewish child.
I mean, yeah.
Who may not have been taking a significant cut of his profits.
Mm-hmm. Who would do such a thing?
What kind of evil?
Long-nosed.
Mm-hmm. They seem like the kind of people to buy a building, get a lot of insurance on it, and then destroy it.
Blow it up with a plane.
Yeah. I'd call that guy Lucky Larry.
Allegedly.
It's really too lucky.
Yeah. Strange, right?
They can do the math on these things, and if the luck threshold is like so far in excess, it just probability suggests it's impossible.
Minecraft expert on this one.
I know.
So, yeah.
We need the speedrun expert.
Well, if we're on the topic of like changing the events of 9/11 and stuff, who would you put on that plane to help change world history?
Well, sir, I gotta go with Mr. Marky Mark, because I mean, honestly, he can.
Well, I mean, he's the obvious one because
But I mean, I'm so convinced. Whenever I think of somebody else on a 9/11 flight, I can't think of anyone but him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually, I did get one little piece of like interesting tidbit related to 9/11. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
There was a man named Clovis.
Who
was a Christian convert. I think he was like a warrior chief and like.
Where's this going?
I don't remember where. Anyway, like he was quoted as saying, "Had I been there with my brave Franks, like that's he was part of the Frank army."
Yeah.
He said, "I would have avenged like the wrongs that were done upon Christ." Like he was saying, like if I was around in Christ's time, I would have fucking avenged him.
Yeah.
I would have made those Romans pay. I would have made those Jews pay. Like pretty bold claim. Like just the specific wording of it makes me think that Mark Wahlberg is kind of like a spiritual successor to this Clovis.
Okay, so you're saying you would put Clovis on the 9/11 flights?
I think he would be on the other plane. Mark Wahlberg can only be on one plane.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, you don't know that for sure.
He would crash the plane into another plane, but he's keeping his kids safe.
No.
True.
He's gonna kick the ass of the one fucking terrorist plane, whatever, and then he's gonna fucking hop on an F-16. And he's going to stand on the fucking wing, and they're going to fly his ass up to the thing. He'll punch his way into the fucking window.
Yeah.
I don't think, Okay, I'm sorry, but maybe I misheard. When is Clovis from?
Oh, wait. I didn't have it quite right. 437.
He actually just dreamt up Clovis last night.
400, the year 437?
Somewhere around there. Wait. He converted to Christianity in 496 AD. It seems to be a little bit in contention. The first king of the Franks to unify all Frankish tribes under one ruler in 509 AD was a pagan before his conversion.
I see.
And there's a lot of lore throughout history.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, so for me, right, if I could put any one person on one of those planes, right, personally I would choose Osama bin Laden so that he dies and the 9/11 attacks don't happen.
That's a good point.
Yeah, see?
I don't think he would have done it if he himself had to do it.
Yeah, if he had to do it and died, right?
If
he's dead, who's there to do 9/11?
That's a good point. I always wonder how they kind of find the suckers to actually kill themselves. Just because, I guess you could say that about really any army, but especially in that circumstance where it's like, no. Like, your intention is to be killed. Like, you are supposed to die.
Well, they got the promise of the 72 virgins. Right?
No, I understand that. But then,
so like you said, the 7-2 virgins. These are really tall virgins.
It's a pretty simple transaction. Like if I believed it, I wouldn't really. I don't know why this is a tough sell.
I guess that's what they're convincing them then, because my thing is, I guess they're saying like if I'm Osama bin Laden or I'm some leader, right? Then what? I guess I'm just saying like guys, I'm making a big sacrifice staying alive here. Because I don't get no fucking, you know, I barely get any pussy on earth.
Yeah.
Like my women are holding out on me. My
Mhm.
4
He's
wives.
fucking the same 9-year-olds, you know, day in, day out.
Yeah, the same 4. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I guess when you look at it from that
I
perspective,
mean, you're only a
like,
virgin once, also.
That's true.
Wait. Do they keep getting like a replenishing supply, or?
No, I think you just get 72. You gotta keep.
Oh, okay.
Like I have to space them out throughout eternity.
Yeah.
If it matters to you much that, see, normally maybe they take offense to this. Maybe they take offense even to women that they have deflowered.
Yeah.
Like most people are like, hey, yo, if it's like
anyone
me that gets to fuck you the
anyone
first time,
from the Middle East that's listening, let us know in the comments.
yeah, please do, because I feel like normal people, they're like, okay, she was a virgin when I met her, and then like I fucked her, so like that's totally fine. But they do it, and then they're like, ooh, that's fucking gross. Like I already did that. I don't need it.
I like the distinction between normal people and people from the Middle East.
I also like if they could draw a picture of their prophet and let us see what he looks like, because like I know what Christ looks like, you know, but I don't really know what, you know, their prophet looks like.
That's true. I'm having a hard time imagining.
Yeah.
I think that would help. Oh, I think we probably have seen him a few times on the sex offenders list. You know, when we're looking at, that's one of our pastimes.
Yeah.
I'll look through our pins. You know, I'm pretty sure I can find the guy.
Yeah.
This is kind of off topic, but okay, this is a
we keep going off topic, but okay.
No,
Here's another off-topic
This is a
topic.
new topic. It's just that it's not specifically
I'm kind of burnt out of pedophiles anyway.
9/11 related. But I feel like a 9/11 episode doesn't have to be 100% 9/11.
No, I'd agree with you there, but
Especially because everyone's saying that they didn't have enough 9/11 topics to go around.
I have a topic too.
Okay.
9/11 topic.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
See, that's
this
the
had.
difficulty. Okay.
Well, okay. I guess I was. All right. Go
Okay,
for
anyway,
it.
so-
9/11.
Not 9/11. I'm sorry.
Oh, not 9/11.
Okay. So this is if you
9/12 story.
Okay. So you're going to a public restroom. You have to go pee. All the urinals are taken, so you go to a stall. Do you close the door when you're peeing in the stall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you
also,
not?
Well, I also do this, but all right. So you're going to a stall, and like you're walking, it's perpendicular to you, and you look in the stall. The door's open, and you see a fucking dude pissing in the toilet. You see the back of them, but they're pissing in the toilet with the door open. How does that make you feel?
I
don't mind it.
really care.
You
Yeah,
don't mind
I personally wouldn't do that, but if someone's doing that, I mean, they're just taking a piss, man.
For me, it's a little. I'm always a little repulsed. And,
Come on, that's aggressive.
dude, but like part of the problem is like when I see the open stall door, I'm like fucking putting my arm out to open it all the way. I'm like stepping in, and like I have to like I have like my foot halfway through the doorway, and then I see the fucking dude.
I think Blaze
you're
is speaking.
shorter than me, and I can see their shoes, so I know
Yeah.
you can see their shoes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
but
what
You
I
just
I
wanted,
think
you
Blaze.
wanted to sneak a
I don't
peek.
look at the fucking shoes. I look at the fucking door.
So here's the thing.
That's a bad way to go into a bathroom.
I think Blaze probably had a bad experience. He like turned the corner, walked in, accidentally put his penis in another man's butt. Thought he liked it, wasn't sure if he did. Now he wants our sort of approval.
I've seen it happen like 2 or 3 times, and like they're distinct memories. The first time I was like 7 or so at a
I think I've
basketball game.
I don't think I've ever seen
Did
this.
they have their
Okay,
shorts?
who was
like,
playing?
Were they
Who-
doing like the retard
Dude,
test where they have their
who was
pants
playing?
all the way
Like,
down?
I could see his underwear. He had like his pants down below his butt cheeks. I could see his underwear though.
Mm.
So wait, he had his pants down, but his underwear were on.
He was like sagging his pants below his butt cheeks, but he had his underwear up all the way.
Huh.
But he was peeing in the toilet. I believe he was facing the toilet.
Okay. You didn't like peek to
No,
confirm that he was
I
peeing.
couldn't- I couldn't
Yeah,
see
are you
between
sure
his
that's what
legs.
he was doing?
Yes, he could have been jacking off in there.
Yeah.
How would you feel if he was like, he had some lotion on his dick, stroking his shit?
I mean,
I don't know
okay.
how I'd feel, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how
I'm
I'd
gonna
feel.
do. I'll be in the bathroom. You come in a minute and tell me how you feel.
Okay, and I'll make sure we do that, just for you. I know it's your birthday and everything, but
So what were the other two? Were they any better than that?
Literally recently it was an airport bathroom, I believe. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was an airport bathroom. Urinals
Okay.
are what I use, so I go to the stalls and I turn and I'm walking along the stalls and I turn because like I know, sorry, this door's not closed and I just see man pissing into the toilet and it's like, why don't you close the door? But
you asked him this, right?
No,
oh, okay.
And next time I guess I should ask. I should wait
Yeah.
for him to come out and be like, why didn't you close the door?
That would be so funny. Like if I'm a fucking dude and I'm doing that and I just kind of don't think much of it and then I walk out, the guy's just standing there. He's like, "Why didn't you close the door, man?"
Yeah.
Maybe I could do it in a more friendly approach, like maybe I could like accidentally bump into him when we're washing hands, you know? And
yeah.
Hey, I noticed you don't close the door when you pee. What's up? You know, why?
More from like a learning experience.
Yeah.
Thing. Actually, I think it'd be kind of funny if you went in there and you closed it for him.
Oh, wait. You're saying like I'm closing it when I'm inside?
Yeah.
I was thinking like I grab the top of the door and I swing it shut on him.
Oh, okay.
No.
Which would also be kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it'd be a little bit less stress on me, and especially because then I could just walk away, and how's he going to know I'm the one who did that to him?
Because one of the hairs on your hand fell off, and it traces you down through new scientific research.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, the first day in Japan, you know, I didn't want to scare them with my Westerner penis size, which is not impressive, but I just figured theirs would be really small.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I always make sure I'm a little stiff when I'm peeing in public. Just
Yeah.
make sure I'm not getting upstaged.
Yeah.
Well, the first day I get there, it's night. It's fucking raining. We're in the train station. People are still fucking running around. It's like crazy as fuck because it's like, dude, it seems late. It's like 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night or something, and people are still buzzing around and doing shit. I go in the bathroom after Arla go in the bathroom, and the fucking
woman's,
no, I didn't go in the fucking woman's. No, and the fucking urinals.
They had really big cocks though.
They did. The urinals are fucking sausage together, and there's nothing in between them, and they're fucking full, and there's even like 2 people in line, and I'm like fucking crap, dude. I'm like, first of all, I just don't really love the whole like staring at each other's dicks. Even though I'm sure that you don't, but I just, you know, why the fuck can't you put a divider? But that's hard in Japan. Apparently they just don't mind. They're like, we all have, you know, they must like all be this fucking same anyway. So I go in the fucking the stall or whatever, which is really nice. It's like it's so funny that the stalls are so private because it's like a damn room.
Yeah,
it's like it goes like to the fucking ceiling, and there's only like a little on the bottom.
Point.
In there, well, yeah, but even there, the fucking stalls half the time are like bigger. Like it's weird, but no, you probably couldn't see the shoe in there. No, so it's really meant in that would be a little bit more odd to not close, probably.
Really? Okay.
Because it's just different. It's almost like a room. It's
no, I see. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Shoe unless like the
I
door
just
is
see
closed,
the shoe,
and I really suspect someone's not in there.
I feel like I just see the shoe. Like I feel like there's so much space, you just see it. But
I try not to like. I've kind of like because I feel like when I was very young, I used to look at the ground more when I was walking, and I had to like
train yourself.
Yeah, literally had to train myself to look up more. So I think that's why I don't see the shoe as much.
Well, that's fair, but
we need to unlearn that and look down some more.
I know. When you're in the bathroom,
there's a balance. Yeah.
So anyway,
there's 2 things to look at. There's 2 things to look at in bathrooms. Okay, looking down and looking at other people's cocks.
Part of it is that when I look in the stall and I see someone there, he's standing on the toilet peeing down
into it.
Yeah. So I'm in the stall, and then like I close the door, and I'm fucking staring at the toilet. And honestly, this was one of the more confusing toilets, even after I used other toilets. And I'm fucking looking at it, and it's just the side controller next to the toilet that's just got a shitload of buttons. And I don't even think this one, it might have had symbols, but honestly, you can't fucking tell. And my biggest worry was that I'm going to piss, I'm going to press a button, and then like a stream of water is going to start
straight in your mouth. Yeah.
Or like just
Did you see like any nozzles for water?
I think no. They all have like a bidet.
Yeah,
wow.
They all do.
They do.
I would have thought it'd be like only private restrooms.
No.
But they like retract.
They're all
they go
about
out.
it.
They like so you don't really like see it in most of them.
Oh wait, it's literally retractable.
Yeah, it's like.
I feel like there's a bit of a warning moment, to go.
Yeah.
Press yourself against the wall.
Well, dude, this is my first time there, so I was like, I literally fucking laughed, and then I just turned around.
Yeah,
went out.
Why did you flush it? Why flush piss? Honestly.
Well, no. I didn't even fucking piss because I was just like, there's just a bunch of people. I was just like, fuck it, dude. Even though I have to piss, I'm like, screw it. I'm waiting. I fucking laughed. I like washed my hands. I just fucking left the bathroom. Or it was like, like.
Really quick
how'd
piss
that
over
go
here.
Or whatever. And I was like, dude, I just fucking
It didn't.
Like,
it didn't go.
I'm like, let's get to the fucking hotel. Like, that's just, it's pretty daunting. It's like America, you fucking go in there and it's like a fucking button or a lever. It's like if you can figure that shit out. Like
America has the most simple and intuitive bathroom designs in general. Like in other countries, it's like they want you to fuck up. They just make it as convoluted as possible. I posted in the Discord recently. Let me find it real quick. A picture of the shower in the UK, and I want you to look at it and tell me like what things you might think are.
I've seen it. Yeah,
we'll put this in the video.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So there's 2 taps for hot and cold water for the bathtub. That makes sense. The shower controls appears to be. It looks like a wheel with like 1 bar sticking out, and then like a second set that has a second bar sticking out. And like when I first went in, like the second bar, like it didn't fucking move. I had to like grab something and hammer it until it finally, and then like I could slightly crank it out, and then the water would start coming.
I see.
The main problem
sounds like you describing something else too.
Look at the tub drain. It is a flat circle with like no indication of what the hell you do to open that bitch. And like you push on it, nothing happens. And like
so it's not a push.
It's not a push. I'm like
it's
pushing
a pull
in the center. I'm like pushing around the edges and nothing's happening. And then like I tried like seeing if I could like wedge something in there to open it. I couldn't get anything to open it. I like tried even twisting like the metal part.
Okay, that's probably
on the
not.
wall. Yeah, and it just started unscrewing, and it's like, all right, that's not it. I'm just unscrewing that thing, and there's a hole there. And like, do you guys have like any other ideas on how this thing, how you open the drain?
See, I never, I don't plan on visiting a shitty ass country like Europe. So
unscrew the drain with your finger, like in a weird circle, like.
I eventually had to like check in with other people. They're like, how the hell do you do it? And someone like found out like there's like one like if this thing is the way to do it. There's one specific spot. If you push it, it starts to slowly, finally lifts open.
So it's like a little like hinge kind of thing, or.
Yeah, it's got like it's like on an axle.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, here's the video of it. It's like, but if you push any other spot in it, it doesn't go. So like you push it and you're like going around the edge and it's like nothing's happening. But it's like if you're in the very right spot, it'll go. And you have to push really hard on it. At least this is the one I had.
So
I see.
I'm actually curious if.
Yeah, she even shows. She pushes on the left side, nothing happens. You push on the one particular quadrant, and it'll start to move.
I'm curious if you'll be able to. I don't think I've shown you guys this, but my bathroom tripped me out. I didn't think it was I didn't think that the tub thing was working, but it does work in my guest bathroom.
Which thing in the tub?
The spout or whatever. Like I didn't think I thought for some reason it was fucked up and like only. Or I can't remember. No. I can't remember which one it was. I think no. I think the tub spout was working at first, but I couldn't figure out how to get the diverting thing to get the fucking shower head going.
Get the water into the shower head. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it was. So I'm curious. Like after this, we're gonna have to go test it. I want to see if you guys can figure this out because I mean I think it's gonna help you that you know that it actually works because I just thought it was fucking broken.
Yeah.
Until I was shown how to do it, but it's different. That's the one tricky thing.
The ones in Canada are pretty complex too, unnecessarily. Like they'll have.
Yeah, you have to push down the other way though.
The problem with the Canadian ones is like the bathtub spout. There's like a little hinge like underneath on the bottom of it. You have to pull it out and twist it, and that locks in. Yeah, and that locks in, and then it starts spraying out the top. But like. To do that, you have to stand like basically right where the water's gonna spray out, so you get hit by that first burst of ice cold water like every fucking time.
Oh yeah, Blaze looked like he was like really intensely pleasuring it, man. When he was showing us that.
That was the pull down and twist. Yeah, and you have to be jerking off the other thing.
Yeah, you gotta rub it.
Sometimes you gotta put your mouth around it.
Fuck, man,
maybe even spit on it.
Just spit on it.
Take it. I can't remember what the woman said. What'd she say? Like, take it easy.
Or no. She was like he's like spit on it, and then she's like, why don't you just relax or something?
she's like pretty dismissive. Like, come on, the kid.
I know.
Young buck.
Like,
the funny thing is then the kid like kind of popped off like a pro, but so
I didn't see the I didn't bother.
Yeah, you already busted.
Good. Yeah, I didn't get that far at first either. It took a few tries. But good job, Will. I mean, Seriously, dude. Like,
Champ.
it is amazing how much that man looked like William.
Yeah.
Bill, as they call him.
It might have been. It might have been.
I have 2 more bathroom stories. Have you guys ever been?
Why?
That's all this guy thinks about.
Yeah.
I know.
Also, I'm sorry for the tumor.
Okay. I don't know.
You said 2 more.
Okay.
Tumor.
I have tumor.
I have tumor.
I am noob.
No.
I didn't say that. You said it right there.
I love that I if he'd only said it once, I deadass would have been gaslit into thinking that somehow I typed I am noob. But because he said it twice, then I was like, motherfucker, I know I didn't say it twice. Sorry, tangent.
So, have you ever been in a public restroom and someone crawls under the stall while you're shitting?
No.
What do you
It's not happened to me.
Well, the problem is, like, my family's gone to Disneyland so much. I've had so many.
Oh, fucking
chances.
brag about it.
I was like, I think I was like 12, and like this like 6-year-old, like I just see him like start crawling on his stomach. No, get out! And he fucking stands up. This pudgy like 6-year-old.
Oh no! He stood up in the
He
stall.
stood up in the fucking stall. Like, get the fuck out!
You were taking a shit.
I was taking a shit. I'm like, get the fuck out! And finally,
Oh
he
my
he
God.
goes like, he fucking
And then he
gets
got
on the
out.
ground and crawls back out.
Oh my!
Did you get his number?
God, dude.
I didn't get his number. Like, I finished shitting and wiped my ass, and I went out and like I didn't see like no one, no dad, no kid anymore. Like,
Just imagine that.
Yeah,
Disney
wait,
magic.
this is not
Disney
like,
magic.
This is
Like runs out of the bathroom,
This is a
looking
core
around.
memory, man.
That's why he didn't say anything to you. You know how like the character actors have to stay in character.
Yeah.
He was just one of those
Which
guys
character is this? Which character is the one that
Dopey. from the
Dopey. I'm not gonna lie. I that would be a core memory for me too. If a kid not only like starts to come under,
Mhm.
but goes in and stands
He
up.
stood up.
I'm sorry.
It
This
was-
must have been the handicap stall.
I don't remember if it was a handicap stall, but it was.
Why do you
big
need the
enough-
handicap
It was
stall?
big enough you could walk on either side of the toilet. Like, it wasn't like a.
So this is a relatively big
It was
stall.
pretty big. I don't remember.
Well,
if
maybe
it
you're
was
just a
handicap.
relatively small bitch.
I was a-
Were you that small? It
I was
seemed
probably,
like.
I was probably like 90, 100 pounds at that time, so I was pretty small. I'll give you that.
Fair.
It was better than the 110 you are now.
Ever since the McDonald's milkshakes went up in price, I started just dropping pounds, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happens.
I used to pick them up $1 each on the way home from work every day, put in an easy 1,000 calories, you know.
Yeah. What was the other bathroom story?
Another thing was when we went to one rest stop. So the rest stop.
He crawled into someone else taking his shit.
I thought I'd get him back. I saw this pudgy Mexican kid going to take a shit, and I was like, "That's my chance. Take one back."
Yeah. Now it's my turn. Oh shit! Not
Score's
same kid.
tied
Not
now,
same
bitch.
kid.
Yeah, so I took a bit of a monstrous shit in the. Oh, also, first off, like I had like we had been on a car ride for like a couple hours, and I kind of nodded off, and I woke up and was like, man, I got to crap real bad. So I was like, when's the next restaurant? I was like, oh, they're about 30 minutes apart. I'm like, 30 minutes apart? Like, what the fuck? They don't have like rest stops more than like every 30 minutes. Like, I feel like in the States, like if you're on the freeway, how long do you think it'd be until you could find a spot to shit?
I don't know, but I just realized I have a bathroom memory as well, and you were there for it.
I'll finish this one up.
Yeah,
first.
sorry.
I remember,
just
I
had
was
a
like-
flashback.
Yeah, he remembers that he was like 6 years old.
Yeah,
He's
you-
at Disneyland.
You had the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you traveled forward in time.
Right.
Anyway, so.
I mean, it's pretty quick. Like
Yeah.
most
Right.
places, like you're gonna be able to shit pretty.
Yeah,
There's
this
gonna-
one,
there's gonna
he
be
was
place.
telling me they were 30 minutes apart. But anyway, we got to one in like 5 minutes, no problem. Otherwise, I was literally about to tell him, like, you have to pull over on the side of the road. Like, I had to go.
Are you talking about like a rest stop? Or are you talking about just like a rest stop and or like place
and
like
or an
like
exit. Like, I asked him, like, any exit.
Oh, okay, all
He
right.
told me dead ass half hour,
Mhm.
potentially. Which, I mean, I know, I'm sure there are some freeways where it's like half hour, but it's like UK. It doesn't feel like it should be that spaced. I don't
Mhm.
know, but I guess it is. There's actually, like, UK has a ton of countryside, by the way. Like, a lot of just undeveloped.
Yeah?
Surprisingly.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know
Know that?
I-
Yeah. Fucking all Scotland's just like
I don't know.
rolling hills and shit.
I
How
thought
many
that was
people even
Scotland.
live in that fucking country?
That was like 100 million. But anyway, so we
I
get to it.
don't
and
think it's 100 million. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like it looks like a almost like a small shopping mall. It's just all one big building, and like it's just a long ass hallway with stores on either side.
Oh.
And I'm like fucking doing the shuffle to the fucking other end of it. I'm passing people, I'm ducking, I'm weaving, dodging, all that.
Sure.
I get to the bathroom, I go in the stall, pretty monstrous shit. I wipe up, I flush. Cool guys don't look at explosions. I walk out, and then I see the bathroom attendant. Like while I'm washing my hands, he walks in the stall and he flushes it again.
You told him I did that, right? You looked him straight in the eye.
I just let sleeping dogs lie. I didn't feel like rubbing salt in the wound.
Looks like 67 million.
Do you think it's wrong in a public bathroom to do just one flush and just say like, do you feel like you're obligated to stick around and make sure one flush did it?
No, honestly, normally with fucking public bathrooms, like I'm trying to fucking like press the button and fucking run because it's so goddamn loud.
Yeah,
it's loud for one. The other thing is the splatter is just it can be.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous, dude. Public bathrooms are fucking. I mean, I'm sure it's they trying to get all this shit out, but it's like it's literally like a rocket. It's like holy fuck, like I have like PTSD every time I go in there.
Another problem with the bathrooms in the UK is American toilets have a big bowl with a lot of water coverage, so when you poop, it falls in water every time. In the UK,
it's just like empty.
It's like there's a basin that doesn't have water in it, and then it's like a fucking water bottle spout, like of just like just tight thing, and then there's some water in there. So it's like if your butt doesn't perfectly line up and your poop's off center, it's gonna like smear on the walls.
So it's like
missing the hole on the Death Star.
It's a little different from it's like a funnel. It's shaped like a funnel with a little bit of water at the bottom. So if you don't get it straight in the fucking center of the funnel, you're leaving a shit streak. Like there's no way around. You're leaving a shit streak.
That's why they have to pay someone to be a fucking attendant to deal with that apparently.
But then because
my shit just impacted on the surface.
We were staying at a family member's house. I pooped in the toilet. It wasn't perfectly on target.
Even in home.
So I told my wife I left the shit stain. So I can't remember how it came out.
You didn't bother to double flush there either.
And she said, "Well, clean it up." How the fuck am I cleaning it up?
Clean it up.
Where's your toilet brush? I made a mess in your toilet. I used your toilet as intended, and it left a streak. Like I don't feel like doing that. Like there's like 10 people in this house. I'm not fucking owning up to leaving a shit streak. She told me.
We'll know. There's cameras.
She told me that she went in afterwards and like used toilet paper to fucking clean it up. It's like, what the fuck? Like why?
Yeah.
Why?
She's like scrubbing the fucking.
Why?
Dude, that's some shit that women will just fucking do though. Like no fucking lie. You're like dude, it's not a big deal. Like fucking leave it. Like fucking leave it. Mm-hmm. And they're in there fucking scrubbing it with toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like something ridiculous like that.
It's like earlier, like I like cooked this grilled cheese and like I had to like go to like a fucking college class and like I'd cooked and I was like I can't fucking wash the pan. Like I just cooked, we ate, I gotta fucking go. And apparently she was like scrubbing the shit out of it to get the cheese off the pan. It's like she just hadn't worked with like that kind of pan before. It's like you don't have to. You just let it sit for a while and you come back to it later. And it's real easy. But she said she was working on it for like 30 minutes. Like, just leave some fucking cheese in the pan. Like I'll fucking wash it when I get back.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be spick and span.
That is funny. My bathroom story. Actually, it was probably I think we maybe went to 2 baseball games as a kid together in some form or fashion. There was a time, I think, when I just went with you and your family, and I think we just went to an A's game.
Sounds likely enough.
Sounds likely enough.
Yeah, the North Carolina A's, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They were the away team who we don't actually remember.
Yeah, we don't remember the home team. That's not important. But it's so funny because I don't know why. I don't know if it was just like we were leaving and like I didn't piss. Or for some reason, I did not piss or somehow I ended up having to piss like really fucking bad. Mm-hmm. And so then like, whatever, it just takes a while to get out and then like whatever. By the time we pulled over and actually pissed, I remember that was like by far the worst that I have ever had to piss.
I'm sorry, man.
No. Yeah. Well,
we're like 8 years old. I couldn't pick up on social cues back then.
No. I think I was just sweating and I was like, God, I'm sorry, guys. I have piss or something.
You okay? No, I just got a headache.
Yeah. And
got any napkins?
right. But you know what's funny is like finally I went to piss, and like it really was like one of those times when I was like, dude, am I gonna fucking like explode? Like that's literally what it felt like. And I remember like I said something, and you know how kids just say shit and like you just kind of like write them off or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I got back after taking a piss, and I said something like, that was the worst I've ever had to pee in my entire life, and it was just kind of like, all right.
Cool.
like it seems like a total exaggeration,
Yeah.
but I will tell you to this day that is by far the worst. And it's honestly, it was like so bad. Like I didn't even really feel like I had to piss myself. Like I was just in pain.
There's like
this is what dying feels like.
Wow.
Like it wasn't even like oh my god, I can't hold it, I'm gonna wet myself. It was literally just like
Ah shit.
like I'm like sweating.
There is like physical pain when you have to pee that bad.
Yeah.
We were probably like 8 years old, so I can't imagine actually holding it at that age that well.
Yeah, it worked out. Everybody survived.
I think I've told you guys about how it was like second grade, and we had at least I had a teacher this teacher was so fucking mean and just like refused to let people pee, and she was the one like, I think a girl had like asked to go pee or something, or at some point she had like called a girl up to the front of the class and just like dead ass, she like bent down, slapped that bitch in the face.
Oh yeah.
It's like, once I had to pee real bad, and just like I was scared shitless. I couldn't ask to go pee. I fucking peed my pants and like fucking left.
You are pissing your pants.
Like at the end of the day, like just like nothing happened.
Oh, nobody ever found out?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, they might have found out after, but I'm saying like nobody like supposedly noticed during the day.
I can't remember at this point. I know I definitely pissed my pants in the chair though, because I didn't want to tell the teacher I had to go pee because I didn't want to get slapped.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, so I know I pissed my pants in the first grade, I think. But did you ever piss your pants?
Yeah, yesterday.
In school?
Yeah, yesterday.
What about in elementary school?
I don't ever recall pissing
I
myself.
actually
I can't say I have.
I literally.
You got like nothing to contribute to this conversation, man.
I don't have any crazy bathroom stories, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think the funniest story I had. Actually, this pretty. I guess just strange, odd behavior, bathroom wise. This is at work, like I think like a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in like so there's 3 urinals, right? Divided. I'm in the rightmost urinal. 2 empty ass urinals next to me, right? Guy walks in to go take a piss, right? Gets in the middle urinal next to me, right? Bro, there's space. Take the left one. That is an absolute just strange behavior. Somehow he pisses before me, or he gets finished pissing before me, even though I was there first. So I guess I'm just a slow pisser, and then he just leaves without washing his hands. And it was like, what the fuck just happened?
That comes to mind. Another one. Like my family had gone to like a Chinese restaurant. I was 5 years old at the time, and I think I'd gone in with my mom to the bathroom or something, and like we saw like one of the kitchen staff like go into the fucking like come out of the fucking bathroom stall and just walk the fuck out of the kitchen, or walk the fuck out of the bathroom. Like bitch had finished taking a shit and then just went back to the kitchen. And then like the next day at school, I said something to either the teacher or the class like, Chinese people. I learned that Chinese people don't wash their hands after they go poop or something.
And their teacher was like, "True," and then they gave you the model student award.
She called my mom and like, "Why is he racist?" It's like, because
why is he racist?
It's like, we went to a Chinese restaurant and she didn't fucking wash her hands.
What? Okay, this is the only time this has ever happened to me. And maybe it was hidden, but by the time I left Japan, I'd been in a lot of bathrooms, so I don't think that I was just mistaking this. When we were leaving, I think whatever train we took to get to the fucking like airport we were leaving out of, which was in Tokyo, so whatever airport that is, or maybe it was in the train station. Actually, I think it was in the train station still. Whatever train station we were getting to the airport from or something, the fucking bathroom did not have soap. It did not have soap, and it's not uncommon there. For at least it wasn't uncommon to not have like something to wipe your hands with, but they had no soap.
No soap dispenser.
No soap. I think they had sinks. I want to say they had sinks, but I was like fucking blown away because they literally like, and it wasn't like the soap was out. There was
just nothing, nowhere for there to be soap.
Nothing for there to be soap. There was no like button. There was no thing under. There was no whatever. It's like literally just a public bathroom that did not have any soap dispensing ability at all.
You have to ask the toilet god.
Pretty well hidden because it had like the mirrors jutting out of the wall, like over the sink, and like I didn't see a soap dispenser. I just saw like a faucet, and it's like extremely minimalistic. But then like underneath the mirror, like because I was really like I was just like throwing my hands in the water for a while, just like looking around, and I see someone like he just like sticks his hand like under the mirror.
I've seen something similar to that. Yeah.
And like I didn't see any indication of it, and I was like, well,
I feel like I've seen some. I feel like I've experienced that thing before. Also, it's like, why is that there? Why can't it just be like a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need like a second like tap kind of, and then it's like, all right, that's obvious.
Okay, there's soap. Stick your hand underneath the magic mirror and soap comes out. You don't know where that could be anything coming out with your hand at that point.
It's true.
It's kind of sticky, liquidy, kind of warm, white liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have taken a picture, but I don't have I didn't really want to take a picture in the bathroom for a little while, but and plus it was kind of busy too. But I didn't see anybody else fucking stick their hand under a mirror.
Yeah, if you see other people not getting any soap, it's kind of
I was flabbergasted, and I was like, well, when in Rome, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Well, you were in Japan though.
You're with your wife though, and all women carry hand sanitizer.
That's true. I think that probably is what happened.
Yeah, you're good.
That's true, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe customarily you're not supposed to wash your hands after using a public bathroom in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they usually just wipe it on.
Although every other bathroom I had relatively clear soap things. There was no that was not one of the unique features of being in Japan was hidden soap dispensers. At least not from my noticing.
You just weren't in the know for that bathroom, I think.
No,
that was a secret.
You have to get it in the stall.
Yeah.
In the stall, you get it before you go out.
Yeah, that way people don't get too much soap,
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because you're gonna fucking hog it if you're over there.
Yeah, especially those gross ass white gaijins stealing all our soap.
Yeah.
Hell no. Wiping with toilet paper, not using the bidet properly, totally hands-free sitting experience, hovering over the toilet, and then just getting it blasted. Yeah. I had a weird bathroom in the UK, actually. I just remember another one. They had an automatic sensor on, the soap and the faucet, and, I was putting my hand under for the soap, and, the soap just, it just, keeps coming out. I'm, trying to move my hand. Why is it stopping? I don't quite want to just take my hand away while the soup's coming out. It's it's a waste of soap. But then it feels like the long
You say soap or soup?
Soap. But I'm
it's really something like you said soup.
And eventually I just had to pull my hand out and then the soap stopped. It's why? It's just as long as you're in the sensor range, it just squirts soap. It's why?
You were really just in theory trying to test how long it was going to.
So all the soap that was missing from his bathroom was in this one.
It was funneled to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but then the water, you would put your hand on it and go. Psh, psh. It's they had the wires crossed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate the hand towels being on the sensor. If the sensor's just ass, you're
it's
annoying. That's bad.
Nothing's coming out. But then in the UK, they don't have paper towels in bathrooms. They just don't.
Is it just nothing or just dry?
They have the hand dry thing that's actually dirtier.
I fucking
my work doesn't have any paper towels.
I fucking hate that. And honestly, let's say that paper towels were dirtier.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the other thing actually magic. I would still use fucking paper towels.
Yeah.
I would still fucking.
It takes so much longer to dry your hands.
And again, it's just I fucking hate going into the bathroom and being I'm just about to be bombarded by jet engines.
Yeah.
That. Honestly, it ruins my shitting experience. I'm gonna fucking rocket myself out of the toilet. I'm gonna fucking go over there. I'm by the time I come into the bathroom, I'm fucking deaf, dude. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
The one time I have the hand dryer is I don't know what came over me, why I decided to try it, but I put my hand perfectly in the hand fart position, underneath it, and the air blowing into it perfectly went through there, and it made just the most people just so loud. When I came out of the bathroom, my grandpa was what the hell was that noise? What were you doing in there? I was
what were you doing in there?
Were you masturbating in there?
I was it sounded like it was just the most disgusting, loudest fart in the world. Right? Oh, you could hear that?
I see.
I think that was also the Taco Bell that they served him a burrito where all the shit. Like it was like rice, beans, meat, cheese, just like in a fucking line.
Yeah.
Like he got so fucking pissed. He like went up and he like unwrapped. He's like, I need to show you guys how to make a burrito. And like he dead ass like fucking folded the burrito. Like he like showed like you have to fucking like put it. You know, he showed them how to fucking fold a burrito.
I was not happy with that.
Yeah. R.I.P. Grandpa. I don't know if he's alive or not.
He's doing pretty good.
All right, rest in aliveness, Grandpa.
Yeah.
So 9/11, huh?
So I'm sorry. I assumed he died during 9/11 from based off stories I've been told previously. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a good memory from when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
Were you 3 when that happened? You remember that? No. I see what you're saying. 9/11, not the burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the burrito was 9/11?
The burrito might have happened on the same day as 9/11.
Oh, I see.
2 burritos.
What happened to these 2 burritos? Are they safe? Are they okay?
Could be better.
Okay.
Yeah. Burritos are pretty good.
Do you think? All right. Let's say the hijackers like pulled some parachutes and jumped out the side of the plane. Do you think they could have gotten away with it, or do you think they would have been hunted down?
That's a good question.
Dude, this is before all the weird, like, everything is being, like, monitored and watched, right?
Yeah.
I think they could have gotten away
I
with
think they
that.
could have
like
gotten
quite
away
a few
with
videos of it, like different angles. I still feel like he just fucking lands, drops the backpack. He's in New York City, like, and everyone's panicking.
And also, just the fact that, like, you know, it was kind of like a state-funded terrorist attack. Like, you know, it wasn't like this was like some random person. You know what I mean? Like, this was.
Yeah, this was Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, this is Mark Wahlberg. This was people that were like, you know, supported by Saudi Arabia and like other shit. So it's like I imagine they could have helped them get the fuck out. Like I know they've done that with other people.
Yeah.
So I think they could have done it. I just don't know what it looks like exiting a commercial aircraft like that. I don't
Want to find out?
I'll be interesting. I'm not gonna hijack a plane, but you know, if someone ever offers me a test, hey, you want to jump out of this plane? I guess I got to try it.
You don't know how fast the plane was going when it collided. Like, were they going like fucking 700 miles an hour?
Like,
I don't know if they tried to like, because that is a
good
question.
It was like 14 miles an hour. It was like a little minor fender bender.
Little fender.
Yeah.
Because that is a good question. Like, did they try and slow it down so they made sure they were like, you know, they were like freaked out. They're like, just make sure to steer this right, or were they like full speed to try and like maximize damage or whatever?
I feel like if I was trying to crash a plane into something, I'd be trying to go pretty damn fast. Like as fast as I could be confident I would hit it.
I was gonna say, what if you go too fast and you miss? What's the game plan?
Zoop.
You gotta do a little. You know, they do that on the runway sometimes. They do a little turnaround.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I feel like these people were trained how to fly. They knew how to fly the plane.
Yeah.
So I think they could have been going pretty quick.
So here's a completely unrelated question, but I'm super curious because I know I wear shirts like this all the time, so neither of you have mentioned it, but I'm curious if either of you know what this is. I mean, obviously it says the name of it, but do you know where it's from aside from that?
Because it's the first anime expo you went to.
Right? Yeah. 2000 was that 2002?
2002.
2002.
Philadelphia.
So you were around like 16.
Like, do we recognize the character? Or?
Do you recognize where the shirt's from?
No.
Well,
I can't
aside
say.
from the World Anime Expo.
Oh.
Philadelphia.
From exactly.
It's from a show.
Is that?
Oh no, I don't know. I really don't know.
Is that an Always Sunny shirt?
Nope. It's from
it didn't seem
Wait,
like it
from what?
was.
It's from The Office.
From
The
the office.
Office.
Someone wore it in the office.
Dwight wore
I
it
see.
in the basketball episode of The Office.
Oh.
When I saw that, I didn't remember it at all. And I fucking saw it, and I'm like, I fucking love that, dude. I have to get this shirt. It's probably the only shirt. Huh?
How did you know that it was from the office? Like, was it
Oh,
marketed
well,
as
because
that?
no, I'm rewatching it.
Oh, you watched it and then you looked it up to order it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you do it with like any show. You was like, there's a cool shirt from it.
Yeah.
I mean, in Great Teacher Onizuka, he wears a ton of fucking hilarious ass shirts.
Yeah.
I have a sinking feeling in my heart. If I looked up any of them, there's no shot I could find them online.
Well, I mean,
there's so many,
The
like,
Office versus an anime from 24 years ago was a little different.
Okay, it was like 27 years ago. Just to make it worse.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, no, it was relatively easy. You just like people just like custom make this shit.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever,
they do.
But
Those
yeah.
Etsy sellers are making bank.
I just think it's fantastic. It's just hilarious to me too because it's like they still didn't really know what direction Dwight was going, I guess.
Was that like what season was it?
Oh, it's like the second or third episode. Like it's early in the first season.
Wow. Okay, that seems like they were just like shooting for like what should his interest be? That makes sense.
And I love that like there's no mention of it being weird or odd or anything. It's just like
it's just accepted.
It's just nobody mentions the shirt. No, there's nothing about the shirt at all. He just shows up in his fucking mask thing and the shirt, and that's plays some basketball.
I guess if he's wearing that shirt and he's acting like that, or he's wearing that mask thing, I feel like asking about the shirt is just like ignoring the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Because I remember he had like a huge ego in the court, and that mask thing. So.
I don't think he had a huge ego. Michael more so did. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
I guess it was just that he had the fucking weird ass mask that like pulled his nose back or some shit.
Yeah, it was like one of those like when people like break their nose in basketball, they wear the fucking thing or whatever. But yeah, no. So I find the shirt fantastic. Love the anime girl on it. I just
what's his name?
I can look down. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I love that they have like the thigh like crease or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's very realistic. It's well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That looks like you're right. That looks like a totally normal human.
Yeah, it's totally normal. This is what every girl looks like, right?
The only disappointing thing is you can't see the feet.
No, I know.
I see one right there.
See it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's back when they didn't draw feet good though.
No, they did.
2002.
That's not a great looking.
Well, I mean, anime was invented in 2001.
Well
to be fair,
yeah. Didn't know.
I was gonna say I had to make sure it even had 5 toes.
Fucking 4-toe ass Simpsons foot.
They might. I don't know.
Or like the 6 foot like AI generated foot. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
So that's real.
That seems like there's got to be a market for guys who want the 6-toe. Like they must think more toes better, right?
Probably.
More toes better. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
5 toes, great. What about 6?
6 toes.
Like it's probably like pretty niche community, like the 6-toe community. It's like that and like people who really like telling bathroom stories or like that just weird like kind of group of people.
I was thinking of like the people who like the 3-titted chick in Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The 3 boob girl from
like that. Or like oh my god,
Recall.
There are people who like Cyclops fucking thing, like one eye shit. That's like weird. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Do you remember in the Total Recall? Do you remember was that chick? I know the middle breast was a prosthetic. Did she just deadass show her other real breasts? Or did they like put makeup on that too?
Did they have like her nude tits out there?
I'm pretty sure they showed at some point. If I remember right. Maybe it's just I was hoping, she distinctly had 3 tits. I want to say you see them at some point. It was in our movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question, but I think a more important question is, do you remember if the chick in the first Total Recall was hotter or the remake? I know the guy's face to a fucking T, but I have no idea what his name is.
Total Recall remake?
I think he's in. I think I know which one Blaze is gonna choose.
Yeah, probably.
I don't even remember the bitch in this original. Wait.
Does he remember? He remembers the 3 tits.
Is it the lead girl you're talking about in Total Recall 2012?
Okay, I don't know.
Wait, is this the original Total Recall bitch you're talking about?
I don't think that's the 3 girl.
Is this the remake one? Alright, you just show me. I'm fucking shooting in the dark here.
Oh wait. I don't know. That was.
Yeah, this is the
girl
from
that's the original.
Oh, they do show the 3 tits.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's the 3 boob girl.
It kind of looks like it's all prosthetic from that screenshot, although it was censored. Or is this the girl in Total Recall that's the lead? Which one is it?
No, I think you're looking at the right one. That's a new one.
Nice.
Okay. But that's the 3-tit girl. She's not the lead, is she? Are you talking about?
I'm saying I'm not talking about the lead. I'm saying which 3 boob girl is hotter. I'm saying the Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall, or the new Total Recall.
I will say I'm glad that they kept the 3 tits in the remake. That makes me a little more. So this is the girl in the 1990. Do you have
I think I'm choosing. I'm choosing remake tits.
Not just her tits. Get the whole thing.
I don't have a great screenshot of the whole thing, and
here I'm scrolling back and forth.
You're saying the whole body?
I'm saying everything from the face down to the tits. So everything.
It's It's a tough
Left?
comparison because you can't see too much of the face.
Or right?
And the picture
Left?
quality varies so much.
Or right?
Dude, I'm just going with the old one. I'm digging the 80s vibe.
That's not
I
bad.
think
I'm going with
it might just be a really bad picture of her. Well,
I just figured you like. I figured you'd like that the other one was like slightly Asian, like a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
I thought she was more Asian, but she's only coming across as like
Maybe could be
a
construed
quarter.
as Asian.
She's like
her
a-
chest looks like fucking Lincoln in this picture.
Yeah,
I
kinda-
yeah.
kind of. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I did get a little turned on whenever I saw Lincoln.
Yeah. I mean, man or woman, 3 tits kind of hot, right?
Yeah,
Alright, what
true.
about this one?
That one's great. Who is that?
That's
I don't know.
perfect.
I really don't know.
Ah, okay.
It's just...
We are villains.